In less than 3 months, Calgary will choose its new mayor. There are already 11 people vying for the position, but some are spending a lot more money than others to get the city's top job. Here's Chris Epp on the cost of a campaign.
When Mayoralty candidate Wayne Stewart decided to introduce himself to the city, he took to the streets. 1 out of every 8 city buses has his face on it.
We have an objective of getting our name out. We're running because we think we need a fresh start in City Hall, and I'm not as well known as some of the others, so we've started the campaign.
3 months before Calgary elects its next mayor, candidates are shelling out the cash to get noticed. The fight for face time is especially tough for the ones who don't currently hold any elected office.
They said to me very clearly that if you want to be our mayor, you better be someone that we see much more than just on TV.
Craig Burrows used to be an alderman but lost his seat and the public spotlight. So he's leased, at a cost he won't disclose, what is essentially a traveling billboard to remind people of who he is.
I'm certainly going to connect with people who are more apt to looking at social media. But you know what? That's not just one part. That's just one part of the campaign. This is really what I'm about, old school politics.
These days, even old school politics aren't cheap.
I would say to be mayor of Powertown, you're talking $500,000.
This political scientist says spending cash is critical to taking office. He also says money spent now, early in the campaign, can make itself back in the final weeks.
The polls will say, here are the top 3 candidates, or here are the top 4 candidates. And then everything changes because they get the money, they get the coverage, they get they get the volunteers, and then everybody else is in a dead pool.
Perhaps nobody in this race knows the hefty cost of a campaign more than Alnur Kassam. He spent around $1 million of his own money to run last time. He finished a distant second to Dave Bronconnier, but also picked up more than twice as many votes as third place.
If I didn't spend that amount of money and have a good platform, I wouldn't have made the impact. And the spending of the last campaign is helping me greatly in this campaign.
Since the last race for the mayor's chair, one significant thing has changed. Campaign contributions are now capped at $5,000, which means this time all candidates could end up with less money to work with. Chris Epp, CTV News, Calgary.
Election observers also say campaign funding could be affected by the economy. The last election held during a boom when plenty of money was available for donations. That may not be the case this time.